Hey everybody, it's Rain, and I hope you've been enjoying this video. Feel free to check the description for any timestamps if you want to skip around a little bit. But I am very much a car girl, and I want to let you listen to some of the actual audio from this night and kind of put you there on the sidewalk with us. So y'all check it out, and I'll talk to you a little bit more later. It was an absolutely amazing experience, let me tell you that. I couldn't believe how much fun I had. They get really rowdy at night. At night is when you definitely want to be there.
Yeah, but a lot better.
We're touching something.
Look, bandit cart.
So as we walked down the strip, I call it the strip, but it's actually the parkway. We seen this police car parked in front of a motel in the rocks. So we walked over to see the police car sitting in the rocks, and we seen the giant Ferris wheel and decided to just start walking towards it. So we got to a place called the Island. Just listen to this beautiful fountain. This island was absolutely one of the most magnificent places I've ever seen. It was so beautiful, lit up with all the neon and everything, because I've never really traveled to a really big city where a lot of this type of stuff is. So all the neon and just the art in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg is really inspiring, and I just absolutely love it. I have a lot of fond memories here in Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg because as a child, my parents would take me every year as our vacation. So it was really fun.
Yep.
This way.
This way. This way, y'all. Those are 2 mirrors. You better count.
As you can tell, my husband's a bit of a car nut as well. So this is the gorgeous scenic drive from Pigeon Forge to Gatlinburg. There's the Gatlinburg sign. And I just wanted to mention, I had never been to the island out in Pigeon Forge before with the big Ferris wheel. I'd never been there. It's one of the newer builds that they've put up in Pigeon Forge. And that's another thing I really love about Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. They're always innovating, always adding new stuff. There's almost new stuff to do nearly every year. There's the big Ripley's Aquarium. It is really fun. I've been in there before. You can like pet stingrays and look at sharks and all kinds of stuff. As far as price range goes, almost everything that we encountered was about $15 per adult, and usually kids 5 and under do it free, but if you're 5 and over, it's usually either the same price as an adult or half price, around $7 or $8. So you really don't have to have much money to have a really good time. Even if you're just walking down the parkway in Pigeon Forge or going down Gatlinburg, you can have a lot of fun without much money. I filmed all of the big condos up in the mountains because I just don't get to see that where I'm from. And I've never really been to a really big city to see anything like that either, so it's really cool to see some of that stuff. And look at this. Here is the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. I've also been in here. It was really fun. They have some really cool stuff in there. We didn't do it this time, but we're definitely going to take the kids another time. There's the big Gatlinburg, Tennessee sign. I love the art. Like, look at this. There's just little mirror mazes and arcades everywhere. Here's the big Space Needle that they have in Gatlinburg. I've never been there, but we are going to do it one year. And then we went to Stars Cars. Since my son and all of us are car fanatics and car nuts, we went ahead and went in Stars Cars. Here's some clips from that. And after that, we decided to ride up in the mountains, and this is what we seen on one of the back roads. Believe it or not, this is actually the second one we seen on our back road trips. It was the only one I got on camera, though. And so, we went up the other way, from the main Gatlinburg strip, and went up the other way to get to the Smoky Mountain Spinnery. And let me tell you, I cannot even articulate to you how excited I was to go in this store. This, I'm pretty sure, is the biggest spinning store in the entire South. And I was blessed enough to be able to go by and give y'all a little tour and stop in. So when I opened that door, like, I had to stop for a minute because I just couldn't believe everything that was in front of me. This is definitely a spinner and knitter's dream store, let me tell you. This first little section was mainly kits, and they had knitted garments, little shawls and stuff hanging up on little sheep heads. I loved that. Yarn galore. Every fiber you could think of, I'm pretty sure they had here. I believe this first one I just grabbed because it was like the first thing I seen. Look at that, spun beautifully. It was 85% organic cotton and 15% baby alpaca. So they had pretty much any yarn you could think of, aside from like the big box store yarns. I think they mainly specialize in natural fibers here, like wool and cotton and bamboo, stuff like that. Natural stuff. Not really into the acrylic or anything here, which is what I really like anyway. That's going to link all of their information in the description box below. And they do have a website. And once again, they're located in Gatlinburg, Tennessee. Their hours are 9 to 5, Monday through Saturday. And on Sunday, they're open 10:30 to 4, per the website. And this was just an amazing experience. If you are a spinner or a knitter, crocheter, and you like natural, organic fibers, go ahead and give them a visit if you're close enough to be able to. It is very well worth it. And they have wheels here. Like, if you need to test out a wheel, if you're thinking of purchasing one, this is where you want to come. They have lots of wheels, as you can see. I really, really wanted to test out a wheel, but I just didn't have enough time. We planned this entire trip, like, spur of the moment, like, hey, we're going to just go to Rod Run, and I wasn't even thinking of, hey, the Smoky Mountain Spinnery is down there in Gatlinburg, we need to stop by. Like, I didn't even think about that until we actually were in Pigeon Forge, and then I'm like, it hit me. I'm like, oh my goodness, there is a spinnery here. We're going. So I just kind of had to stop by. This, I think, was my favorite cabinet right here. It had two wheels sitting on top, and this cabinet was full of the most gorgeous fibers. Like, this first one I opened, I didn't open them all. I really wanted to. I wanted to look at every single one of them that they had. The first one I pulled out, this was faux Angora. And the prices here are really, really fair. I thought the prices were going to be crazy. Look at that. There's camel and tussa silk. 50% camel, 50% tussa silk. So I believe this cabinet right here has all of the exotic luxury fibers that you just dream about. And then they did have a little section for some local hand-spun fiber. Unfortunately, they only had these two skeins here. The lady that brought it in locally was unable to keep doing it, I think back in 2020. And they also had silk hankies. Silk hankies is one thing I've always wanted to work with. I will be doing a video on it eventually. And they did have those there. Lots of drop spindles. They had everything. Everything a spinner could want to see or dream about in their dream shop. They probably had it here for you. There's the hand spun. And look at this cart of locks. I loved seeing this. It just made my face light up when I seen that cart of locks. This way you can make lock spun fiber just by using what they have here in the shop with these locks. Now this wall back here was also really awesome. They had lots of different wool washes. Euclin, I believe is how you say it. Sock blockers. I was checking out those sock blockers. If I had planned this trip in advance, I would have got me a pair of sock blockers. I've been looking for some. They had blocking mats back there. Looms. They had really big looms in there also. Nitty knotties. Little packages of fiber that you can use for felting and spinning different colors. They had like the little sock ruler that you can use. And then now we're getting into some of the stuff that I really like. These are the art bats that they had. Look at that. Just gorgeous. Gorgeous art bats here. And then this wall back here. Oh man. I really, really just wanted to pull everything off and lay in it. Check this out, y'all. Look at this. This is just your dream stash right here. I absolutely loved it. And of course, I went over to the undyed section because I'm really a sucker for the natural colors and the undyed. And I was blown away. This one was Corriedale Cross. They had so many different breeds here. I'm going to let you listen to a little bit of the original audio so you'll know which one is which. All of the dark brown fiber and then the white I just touched, that was all Shetland. I believe the merino and some of the finer fibers were on the top there. They got BFL, Dorset Horn, Teeswater. Y'all, they got every breed of comb top roving back here. Absolutely amazing. Here's some Romney, Texel, Caracal, Polworth, Nitty Knotties. I'm not sure if all of that wall was comb top or roving, but it looked like comb top. And then I believe this was also comb top. But it was all so gorgeous and just beautifully displayed. This shop was 10 out of 10, definitely. And I was amazed they had this type of yarn. It almost looked like little curls were spun into the yarn, like a Lopi style yarn. And just lots of different wheels. I'm not very familiar on a lot of the wheels. I currently am looking to get a wheel, but it'll be a while before I'm able to get one. But I love to be able to see them in person, and hopefully I'll be able to come down here and make a purchase one day and maybe test out a wheel before I buy one. So I had to go back over here to this corner and check out all of the Ashford stuff that they had over here and the hand carders. It was so amazing. I absolutely love Ashford, and I cannot wait to get me a nice pair of hand cards. I was really surprised at how big these were, and I know they would make some amazing roll-logs. So I don't know if I mentioned it yet, but I didn't get to make a purchase here since it was such a spur-of-the-moment trip. I just didn't have the funds to be able to make a purchase, and I was hoping to be able to spin a skein from here, but I'll definitely go again and get one next time. And I really hope you guys have liked this video. I know it's very different and a little out of my comfort zone, but I hope you enjoyed at least some of the art and get a little inspired by the gorgeous venues and shops of Pigeon Forge and Gatlinburg. And if you live anywhere close, I highly recommend coming and visiting the Smoky Mountain Spinnery and looking at all of Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge while you're here. And they also have Dollywood here in Pigeon Forge as well, which is a massive theme park that is fun for adults and children. And that's where I always went as a kid, and I always had a blast. I have some of my fondest memories from there. So after you leave the spinnery, you come down the little path, and they have some cute little decorations, a very, very nice atmosphere. And if you look closely after we drive around, you can see that they have a little outdoor area set up where you can actually sit and spin outdoors, which I think is a wonderful idea. I can't wait to spin outside one day. I have the e-spinner to do it. I just haven't been able to find time to go out and just sit and spin somewhere yet. But yeah, you can see right here, they have the little outdoor area right there, and a little place you can sit and have some tea or some coffee or something and just spin. And we noticed a little road that goes up and around and gave us some wonderful views. So definitely go up and explore some of the back roads of the Smoky Mountains, because you will not be disappointed with these views. So I'm going to put a little music on and let you finish watching. Thank you so much. Hit the like button if you like this video, and don't forget to subscribe. I can't believe we're almost at 400. Oh my gosh. Thank you all so much. I'll see y'all next week. Bye-bye.